Hey everyone, welcome to the Sprint 2 retrospective video for Team JKJLD working on the project Support for International Students. Our team members are
Hey, my name is Lida, and I'm focusing on front-end development and UX design.
Hi, my name is Ho In. My team role is front-end developer.
Hello, my name is Jack Fleming. I'm a Scrum team member and I'm going to be looking after the security and the DevOps for our team.
Hello there, my name's Daniel and I will be responsible for back-end development.
Hey guys, my name is Karthik Kaushik. I am the Scrum Master for this project and I'm also working on the backend development. For Sprint 2, our team conducted a lot of meetings in which we divided the work between each other and worked on various tasks that were due soon, such as technology stack creation, ethical analysis of the project, and working on the development of our project. Other than the main group meetings, individual teams such as the front-end team and the back-end team coordinated with each other via team calls and chat messages to work on our project Support for International Students. We used Trello board to keep track of the sprint backlog and assigning tasks to each other. We used GitHub as a version control tool and to share code with the rest of the team. Our team members Lida Scott and Hoyen Lee have experience with HTML and CSS development, so they worked on the front-end team. For our project, the front-end team used Figma, a design tool to create design prototypes and mockups. Then, the front-end team used HTML and CSS to code the actual HTML files which are used in our project. Daniel and I had experience working on the backend, and we also have considerable amount of experience with MySQL. So we decided to work on the backend. The backend team used Lucidchart for creating the entity relationship diagrams, as it is a web-based tool which makes online collaboration very easy. The backend team used MySQL for storing the data and PHP for scripting purposes. For security, our team has used HTTPS, which uses SSL encryption, which encrypts all the contact between the website and the browser or user. Then this ensures that hacker can't decipher what is being transmitted between the two. It is much safer than transferring information in clear text. We plan to use TDE or transparent data encryption to make our database more secure, which encrypts and safeguards our data while at rest. We as a team work together to come up with an alternative stack or stack B. Our sub-teams, which are the front-end, back-end and the security team, researched on alternative technologies that can be used in making our project. Once every sub-team had decided their alternative stack, we joined all of them together to create the stack B. For stack B, the front-end team decided to use InVision Studio for design prototypes and mockups. It is not web-based, which makes online collaboration a bit less fluid. Then the front-end team would use Haml, which is an alternative to HTML, and SCSS, which is a more feature-rich counterpart of CSS. Our backend team decided to use Visio for creating the entity relationship diagrams and PostgreSQL as the relationship database management system. The backend team decided they would use Python for scripting, specifically the Django framework, which works very well with PostgreSQL. Our security team decided that it would be best to use the industry standard and the most secure technologies available for Stack B. The security technologies remain the same, which are HTTPS or SSL encryption for securing the website, and TDE or transparent data encryption to secure the database. When put together, all the Stack B technologies work seamlessly with each other. Our project is available online and it is hosted by using 000 web hosting service. Here is the link to access the web app. We were able to complete all the features we had planned for our Sprint 2. Our project is a platform which aims to connect international students who are in need of help to charity organizations who want to help these international students and want to reach as many international students as possible. A charity organization who wants to help international students by having a food drive can fill a charity form detailing the charity name, email, charity phone number, charity address and postcode. They can enter the start date and the end date of the food drive and the location or specific spot where they are conducting the food drive. Then the charity organization can provide a detailed description of the food drive, for example, detailing what kind of food they have and the quantity of the food. They can also include a message in there. An international student who is in need of help can access the website. He or she will land on a homepage where they can read about the kinds of charities our platform works with and in the About section they can read about the aim of the website. The About section also includes information about the team behind the project. Then the international students can sign up by creating an account. The international students need to provide their first name and last name, their university email. It will be used to verify that they are actually a student enrolled in a university. Then they need to provide a password and the university at which the student is enrolled. Once they have created the account, the student will be redirected to the sign-in page. Once they sign in, after providing their email and password, they have the access to the information of all the charities that have set up food drives for helping international students. There is a donation page as well for donating, with other features which we plan to bring to life in the future sprints. Majority if not all technologies in our stack are open source, which means that there is a huge amount of help available on the internet. If our team runs into technical issues or bugs, there is plenty of support available. Another strength of our project and stack is that it is cost effective. All the technologies used in our project are free or are free to some extent, which is great as our project is community driven and is not dependent on large sums of monetary help to work and is self-sustainable. Even the hosting for our website is free of cost. Another strength is that all the technologies used are of industry standard. The backend members of our project hadn't worked on projects which require the internet before. Working on the project had a steep learning curve for them, and they had to learn the technologies quickly in order to complete the project on time. Another weakness is the COVID vaccine program. As the COVID vaccine program is going on in Melbourne at the time of development of this project, this meant that some members were not able to work on some days, which delayed the project. An opportunity for this project is early completion. If our group is able to navigate the steep learning curve, we might be able to complete the project before time, which will result in us helping the students who are in need as soon as possible, as the lockdown is still going on. Another opportunity is learning new technologies. Our group had the opportunity to learn new technologies such as PHP and Git, which will be beneficial to them in future. A threat to our project is delayed completion, as there are some members who have never worked on web applications or internet technologies in general. It can take up time to upskill them, which can delay our project completion. If a situation occurs where we have to use a mix of both the stacks, then we will be fully prepared, as all the technologies used both in stack A and stack B are alternatives of each other. So if for some reason one part of our technology or one part of the stack technology fails, we can replace it with the alternative to create a mix of the two stacks that works together seamlessly, and it won't affect the stack's strength as they both are open source and cost effective. In this sprint, we worked very hard as a team to deliver the project on time. Biggest challenge for our group was time. As the end of the trimester is near, all the group members were very busy with their assignments and tasks. Another thing that was a challenge was working through a vaccination drive. A significant number of our group members got the COVID-19 jab, which has side effects which hindered the work capacity of our group members and delayed our project. Another challenge was learning new technologies, as some of our members had never worked on a programming project with online capabilities. We had to upskill ourselves and learn new technologies and languages, but also we had to do it quick in order to complete the project on time. The things that worked well in the sprint were teamwork and online collaboration. Aside from the main group meetings, our sub-teams, which are the front end, back end, and the security team, collaborated extensively using calls and meetings and text messages. If the backend wanted the front-end team to change the code, they could ask them anytime. This made a huge difference in our ability to complete the work on time. For future sprints, we have planned to enable the company vouchers by enabling food or supermarket companies such as Coles or Aldi, etc. to provide vouchers to students so that they can buy essential items at a discounted price. We have also planned to enable the donation page, which will allow donors to donate to the cause by choosing a charity to donate to from our charity list. We will also enable a map which will pinpoint the location of the food drives, which will make the process more visual and interesting and better than just having a table. We also plan to promote our website in university Facebook groups to create awareness and implement any features that we deem necessary. For other groups, we have two pieces of advice. First is to conduct frequent meetings which will make the task more clear and leave no ambiguity regarding the task, and to work with open communication. Open communication will enable your group to get the work done very quickly, as anybody can help any member and you will be able to complete your task on time. This was our group presentation for Sprint 2. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you for your time.